you're selling your house and you're wondering, hey, when's the appropriate time? When should I turn off my utilities? The answer is not until the day after your house closes. Notice I didn't say the day after you've got a contract or the day after you sell it, right? The day after it's sold, right? Why? Well, because contracts fall through, and you've got to be aware of that. So what is the reasoning behind not turning your utilities off until the day after closing? The number one reason I would say is to help the property sell. You're going to help the property sell with lighting. If you can turn on the lights, you can see in the rooms. That also puts a sense of comfort in the house. You can also keep it cooler. Everything that I'm sharing you comes from the perspective of an active licensed agent in the state of Florida. So it's hot here. It can get hot, and so it one takes better care of the property, and two, it's much more comfortable when you walk in a house that is not blazingly stuffy. Now that doesn't mean to, and this is one of the reasons why people like to reduce their utilities or turn off their utilities during the listing, is that they'd like to save a little bit of money. Now there's some strategies to do that, to put the heat at a certain, or the cooling, the AC, at a certain point, and either block it off, put a note there not to change it, or to return it to a certain temperature. We also put that, for my sake, we'll also put that in the listing for showing agents that, hey, you need to return the temperature, and then we get on to them if they don't. But you are also, at least on our contract, you are held to making utilities available for inspections. Even if you're selling your house as is, on our as is contract actually says in there that you need to make utilities available to inspect the house. Because if you didn't, think about this, if you didn't have the electricity on, and there are houses that don't have electricity on, but then if there's an inspection, it fails the inspection. The home inspector, the full home inspector, comes in there. They can't turn on a light switch. They can't plug in to make sure that the outlets are grounded. They can't test the oven. They can't do anything. So you're going to fail an inspection because you didn't leave the utilities on. Right? Now, let's go back to the contract part. So you've got a buyer. You've got a buyer, and you believe that you are going to close with that person. I have over 30 years of experience in the real estate industry, and I can tell you that contracts fall through. No matter how much, they will fall through on the day of closing sometimes. Now, it doesn't happen all the time, and it doesn't happen very often, but not being prepared for that fact can leave you with trouble. So you want to make sure that throughout the entire closing process, at a moment's notice, you have the ability to put that property back online and sell it to somebody else. And one of the best ways to do that is to show it in its glory with the lights on, right? You don't want to have the lights turned off. All right, hope this helped you. Hope this answered your question. Don't turn your utilities off until the day after closing. Love you guys. Talk to you soon.